it with music, beautiful music.
Hello, I'm Fred Miller. This is yet another one of my lectures in song. A little bit of information about my musical life. It goes back to my childhood in Albuquerque, where I had a wonderful classical piano teacher, and I loved the music as much as I loved the lives of the composers and the whole history of the whole thing. And then there was a little bit of an upheaval. The day I turned 13, the Beatles arrived. So my musical loyalties were kind of split between classical music and the great age of rock. And that really dominated my teen years. That went on until the summer after I graduated from high school, at which time I hitchhiked with a friend from New Mexico to the Woodstock Festival. And I'm in the poster. I can prove I was there. But that was it for rock music. I didn't go to college more than about 3 months, got a VW bug, traveled all over America, settled in Greenwich Village, and at some point somebody gave me an album of Ella Fitzgerald singing Cole Porter, Here I Am, American popular song. Gershwin, Porter, Kern, Rogers, Berlin, Fred Astaire, Judy Garland, Ethel Merman, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, just a few of the magical names of this magical field that's really dominated my professional life. I wanted to do this music, and then I came up with the idea of doing what I call lectures in song, each one a profile of a great personality or some aspect of American popular song. I started with 6 programs way back when, and to date I now have 75 different programs, each one described in detail at fredmillermusic.com. This program is not about songwriters specifically. It's not about performers. It's some history. I've got about 7 different categories. This is in the category of place, and this is a place like no other. It evokes the things that I think we most long for, love, romance, sex, freedom, art, music, food, novelty. I mean, being fully alive, being fully alert to our senses. And what that all adds up to is Paris. I think Paris has been so much the source of our imaginations for all these years that the satirist who wrote this song, I think he did have a point here. Another song about Paris. Is there room for one more? Is there really a note or a word we all haven't heard before? Is there one thing about Paris left to sing, left to say? Oh, they still may be gay on the Rue de la Paix, near the Champs-Élysées, on that sidewalk cafe where Marie Chevalier shipped his café au lait. I'm afraid that today it's become, how you say, more or less a cliche. Well, yes, it's something so big and so present that, and so vivid, I think one can lapse into cliche, but we'll do our best to avoid the trite and hackneyed here. Paris is a fascinator, always has been. No one in American popular song knew the City of Light better and wrote more about her than Cole Porter. Every time I look down on this timeless town, whether blue or gray be her skies, whether loud be her cheers or soft be her tears, more and more do I realize that I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh why do I love Paris? Because my love is near. And because she is the most magical of cities. Paris has a very special significance for me, I think, and that song, most definitely, because I mentioned Ella Fitzgerald. Listening to her sing Cole Porter was the beginning of my life in American popular song, and the very first cut on this 2 LP, remember what an LP is? 2 LP album of Cole Porter, the very first cut was that song. And I can just still see the record going around and around, and I just listened to Ella and hearing those strings, And I could just imagine the bateau mouche going up the Seine, and it was just, I was totally captivated. Paris was also